Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape. More time exploring the Martian surface than roaming around Sidonia itself.
My buddy Mitch keeps asking if I can help him out with something, but I just don't have the time.
What do you mean there's no work?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, I get it. But we just filled our last openings. I think we have a couple contracts ending at the end of next month. It's possible they may not extend it.
This is bullshit. I got a wife and kids at home. We can't wait almost 2 months for a job that may not even exist then.
Hey, I get it. But there's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down.
Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Come on, forget it. Let's get out of here. Maybe it's not too late to catch a ride back home.
Tim! Yeah, you're right. Screw this.
I know you were counting on that Sidonia present. We'll find something else.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Things have been pretty quiet around here lately. Usually means someone's up to something. You just haven't found out what yet.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself help before it becomes a problem.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
Always nice to kick back at the Broken Spear after a long...
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
We got lots of stuff. Just ask.
Would have to be subjected to universal propaganda, but this view may be in the minority, as the message of the universals continues to spread far and wide.
bet my supervisor I could haul up double my normal quota. Guess who owes me drinks for the rest of the month?
Mining's fair work, but you can't take it all so seriously, I always tell my mates. Pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships.
Out here, people tend not to poke their noses into other people's business.
Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose. Oh, that! Oh, nothing to worry about. We do fracking on Mars with subterranean particle detonations. Those announcements are just to let people know when to expect them. Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations actually go off. That's all it is. Not too bad, eh? Basically, it's high-tech mining. We use immensely powerful controlled particle detonations deep underground to loosen up subterranean gases and other difficult-to-gather resources so we can harvest them. Sounds way more dangerous than it is. Probably. Actually, it's still pretty dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, come on, mate. It's perfectly safe. We're miles away, so all we get is a little jiggle now and again. Just make sure to hold the railing when going downstairs and you'll be fine. Yep, that's me. Joined up with Deimos when I was just 17 as a mining gopher. Go for this, go for that, you know how it is. I worked hard, proved myself capable, and got the promotion to mining director about 6 years ago, after the old boss retired. Some of the older guys resent me, but I give everyone a lot of leeway as long as they meet their quotas. So that keeps them happy enough. Not so bad for one of the oldest mines in the settled systems. We struggle with the lack of decent equipment, but we work hard and make up for it. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job, off the books. Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas, and we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though. Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. Yeah, don't you think I want to? Corporate sets the contracts and they're not giving out anymore, so we work with what we've got. Something to do with insurance, benefits, and other liabilities. So I don't make the rules. Of course not. I'll pay you out of my own pocket. I care about my miners, even if corporate doesn't understand our struggles down here. I'm willing to put in some sacrifices to help. That's just the kind of guy I am. If I had the credits to buy all the equipment myself, I would. But this is the next best thing. When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
The United Colonies Department of Labor would like to remind you that working too much overtime is harmful to your health. And any injuries or mistakes you incur while suffering the effects of overwork or exhaustion can also harm your company's bottom line.
I can't imagine being stuck down here gathering rocks. Are you shooting at flies now?
Okay, that all you mind is really gonna bolster our numbers. Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our Director of Mining Operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval. You don't think I've tried? Like I said, the guy is literally useless without his assistant. I don't even know if he knows how to actually use a computer. And everything Deimos does is so mired in bureaucracy because of their contracts with the UC. Which means, unfortunately, we need to do all the things by the book if we want them done at all. We just need you to take the job until we get the approval sign. Then you can quit, keep it, or do whatever. It's not as bad as it sounds. Worst case scenario, you may have to go fetch some stuff for him and go over his messages. It'll be easy, I promise. Now hold on, it's not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone else. Head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to secure the position for you.
You're jumping through a lot of hoops to get those miners the equipment that they need.
Tampering with a certified Deimos mining robot is forbidden. I would not recommend it. unless you wish to test my defensive capabilities.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in?
How much you like? No shame in that. It's not like I haven't tried other brands. They're just not for me.
Oh yeah? Word gets around, I guess. Well, if you got a way to get off-world, then maybe you can help. I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, you know, extra for your trouble. They're these old science fiction fantasy books about space and good versus evil and a mysterious magical relic called the Dragon Star. Now, there's this team of heroes who fight space wizards and dragons, demons, and whoever else seeks to take over the galaxy using the Dragon Star. Don't worry, you'll get your money as long as you bring me that first edition copy of Dragonstar Force Volume 1.
Wish there was more to do around here. Drinking.
In the middle of a busy spaceport. Although no one was injured except the tracker's target.
I don't mean work. I mean it's performance. Acting.
Well, what can you do?
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others. Or to fill any
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
A friend offered me a nice cushy office job, but I'm making double out here in the Sidonia mines. Joke's on them.
Honey, everyone knows already. That's true, Gilly. We know. You haven't exactly been very good at hiding it.
Well, yeah, but... Oh, fine. I guess not. It's been hard, but I'm getting through it. I'll be okay.
Howdy.
There you go. How about a girls-only weekend to Paradiso sometime soon? To cheer you up.
That sounds great. You don't have to ask me twice.
It's not just coordinated corporate efforts between the Star Yard and here.
Feel free to let me know.
Excuse me. Not everyone needs to come to me with their problems. I ain't a psychiatrist.
HR headcount for me?
Sorry, Tia. I'll bring it up again at the next meeting. But I doubt anything's going to happen.
Many people think psychology is only good for treating past emotional trauma. But it's a great way to prevent it in the first place.
Everything would just operate a little more smoothly.
Got cold beers and good atmosphere. Not much more he could ask for.
The space is limited. We will see.
I'll make a note of it and see what they have to say.
We get a lot of new faces passing through here. Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here. You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust. See? That's what I'm talking about. You give respect, you get respect. I'm glad you understand. He ain't been around. Went off on patrol, hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am. You in the service? I know the feeling, but, you just get so used to losing people. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say? Just gonna stand there with your mouth open?
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. Two strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine. You're not my only customer. Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me? I want him found. I do. All right, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
I swear that warning klaxon still startles me every time.
To Venus? Ask whatever you'd like. Bye.
Yes? This life ain't easy, but it pays the bills.
Am I glad I got this job instead of mining some dead rock out in the middle of nowhere?
What a day, huh?
Have to lug cargo across half the universe to pay for this cleaning.
I could never leave these people behind. Their continued success is my life's work.
There's always something to do around
Hello
here.
there. Do I know you? Huh. Name doesn't ring a bell. You must not work at the office here in Sidonia, then. Well, nice to meet you anyway. I'm Leona Hawkes, Deimos Staryard's corporate liaison. Anyone who deals with our office likely deals with me at some point. I suppose I'll be seeing you around. We've been contracted with the UC for decades to provide military-focused crafts for the entire fleet. It makes sense that they trust us, as Deimos is the oldest standing ship manufacturer in the settled systems. We were responsible for some of the major advancements in grav drive technology since the early days of its existence, so our legacy is strong. I coordinate between Deimos Corporate and the other operations, such as the Star Yard itself, and the mining operations here on Sidonia. Deimos Star Yards Corporation is a complex entity, given that the different divisions have different goals and priorities. My job is to make sure those are all in alignment. Take care now.
Okay, if no one else is gonna say it, I will. Hello. I'm ready to get out of here and go to the Spear.
One sec. Okay.
Sometimes I wish I'd taken an easier job.
Used to think I was Vanguard material.
Hey,
Welcome to the Sidonia Trade Authority. Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out. Yo! This dude came in once trying to sell this whack-looking fish or something. It was still alive. He had it in this big plastic bag full of water and everything. Good size, too. I was trying to tell him I didn't know if we took in things like that, but then my boss came over and told me we absolutely did. And I had to process the sale and store the thing. Man, what a pain in the ass that was. Even weirder, someone came in and bought it like right away. The hell's that about, right? Man, sorry, I can't really say that. Really, they told me not to say anything like that because rumors, you know? All I know is that we're running a business here, and I was told to take in all trades and sell whatever we've got. And listen, I'm not gonna worry about anything other than that. Oh man, no, I'm still new here, so I don't know how qualified I am to answer that. We're like this huge network of shipping and trade throughout the known universe. Everyone. Free Stars, UC, even Varun uses us in some capacity. Because I guess we're all about free trade for all. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if we bought and sold from the Crimson Fleet, right? They pay my salary, so as far as I'm concerned, they're all right in my book. See you around.
Sometimes it feels like the UC forgets we're out here. But there'd be no UC if it hadn't been for Mars.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons. Just make sure to keep them holstered at all times.
Hello, dear. Hello. Do you have business with Governor Hurst? Oh my, in that case, please go right ahead. He's not busy at the moment. You're very welcome.
The Sidonian people are great. They're hard workers and true UC patriots. Ah, hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but I'd be happy to help if it's something quick. What can I do for you? I can answer your general questions about Sidonia, but nothing venturing into politics. Sorry, but it's my strict policy that I only speak with select members of the press and major political donors who are serious about making changes for the future prosperity of Mars. Politics. You shouldn't be so surprised that money greases the wheels of the political machine. Even though I'm a UC-appointed official, I still need to rely on political donations to help me make decisions on how to allocate funds and resources to various lobbying parties. The money goes right back into the local economy, you see? We don't use that word around here. I do take donations, however. If you have to ask, then I'm afraid you can't afford it. I'm sorry, I can't, but if you have any other questions about Sidonia, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I should get back to what I was doing. Standard protections from the media and anyone who would go to them. I'm sure you understand. Well, I've been appointed governor, going on 20 years now, I believe. Every day, I am passionate about serving the hard-working people of Mars. I look out for their interests, I support their prosperity, and in return, they help make the United Colonies a shining beacon of hope for humanity. If you ask me, there's nothing better than that. You mean besides being the most important city of industry to our proliferation across the galaxy? Well, this is the home of Deimos Star Yards, which perfected grav drive technology and made honest-to-goodness space travel truly possible. And to this day, our mines and manufacturing are instrumental in delivering resources used throughout the United Colonies. We may not outshine fancier cities like New Atlantis on its surface, but without Cydonia, there would be no United Colonies. Cydonia's not much of a tourist destination, unless you're interested in humanity's first major colony outside of Earth. But if you're not here for work and you're looking to kill some time, I'm told the Martian surface is great for hiking. Beautiful scenery, assuming you like shades of red. If you're looking to kick back after that and experience Martian nightlife, the Broken Spear is as good a local watering hole as any. Sorry, we have to cut this conversation short.
The Lux condos aren't anything special, but plenty of people call them home.
Really? I didn't really.
You looking for deals on off-world goods? Your new friend Dennis will hook you up. Hello, welcome to the Cydonia UC Exchange. The best goods, all courtesy of the United Colonies, straight to all of the wonderful UC soldiers, workers, and other citizens. I've got a little of this, a little of that, and maybe a little of some other things you wouldn't expect to find at the UC shop, But that's because I try to provide for everyone here. So please, browse my stock and let me know what I can get for you, friendo.
What's the word for that again? It's on the tip of...
Ah, yes, it is the accent. I have been asked this before. Do not worry, I take no offense. From a very young age, I spent most of my life among the stars, aboard one ship or another. I picked up many ways of speaking, many languages. Because of this, the way I speak sounds strange to some, but that is the price I pay for knowing all the languages I do. The UC, my employer, they try to furnish my exchange with plenty, but other planets, they need more, so we need to make do with what we get. But me, I have other ways of getting goods to sell, and so I do. I get a little bit of this and that from here and there, and that is how I provide for you and me. You understand? Do I have any good deals, you say? Friendo, I am full of good deals. My prices may be fixed by UC pencil pushers many worlds away, but I may find ways to work with you. For example, I buy things to refurbish and resell. You bring me these, I give you credits, and we make deals. Oh, friendo, you have no idea. You see, not only do I sell goods for the United Colonies, I also need to receive the shipments, stock the shelves, manage the inventory. Why, even now I have this big delivery. Tracking says it is here, but it is clearly not here. I don't see it, do you? The ship is out in the desert of Mars, not where it should be. Ship services tells me they can look at it, but I need my goods soon, and they're taking too long. Please, no. Have you ever dealt with them? I have. Too much bureaucracy, everything takes too long. Some of the goods are perishable. You could do this for me much faster. And you seem better equipped than I to deal with any problems you may find on board. What happened? I don't know. The ship was marked as approaching, then it landed somewhere out there, and that was the last I heard. Did it crash? I hope not. But maybe, yes, it did. That would be terrible. My shipment would be ruined. And the ship's crew. Oh, how tragic. What if? But we must not assume. We must be sure. And we must get my shipment. That is also important. Let's not forget. Oh, just various crates of supplies. Nothing unusual. You see what I have in stock, yes, friendo? More of that. The people here, they need their supplies. And I need to sell them supplies. And without that shipment, neither can happen, right? You could? Yes? This is what I hoped when we talked. If you go to where the ship was last seen, you could look at it. Find out what happened. Take care of anything on board that shouldn't be there. Pirates, killer robots, heat leeches, whatever. And check the crates to make sure nothing is broken. Then come back to me, so I can send someone to recover the shipment and get to selling. Easy as peasy, as they say.
I was thinking about getting some work done at Enhance. You want in?
Ah, welcome back. Will you tell me the word on my ship? Anything? Take a look. Just a reminder, I also buy... Hey, catch you on the flip side!
away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor. Or at least don't come trying to be a
cradle of Earth behind, the United Colonies was born. Intrepid explorers and valiant colonists used Deimos starships to venture into space. When the UC defended itself from the Crimson Fleet, House Varoon, and the Free Star Collective, it was Deimos' state-of-the-art technology that was her sword. The United Colonies and Deimos Star Yard, a historic partnership, bringing an even brighter future.
I wish Deimos was exclusive.
Deimos builds some of the toughest ships in the settled systems. That's probably why the UC Navy continues to contract with them to this day.
You're welcome. To Deimos.
Deimos ships are responsible for countless victories. They're a true piece of history.
Ah, it's nice to see someone not in uniform. They can be so touchy, you know. Always eager to point out the slightest problem. Oh, please tell me you aren't secretly some high-ranking general, are you? Oh, I was. Most of us at Deimos served in the UC Navy in one capacity or another. I'm mustered out as a chief warrant officer. Pretty good for a non-com, eh? But there is a lot of top brass around here, so you have to always be at your best. Should I bow or curtsy then? I assume you're here for a ship. Either that, or you are really, really lost. Mr. Henderson handles sales, but if you want to know anything about our ships, I'm your gal. The UC Navy. I repaired just about every class of vessel there is. I even repaired Henderson's longsword once or twice. I swear that man has a guardian angel with him full time. Or 3. Deimos hired me because I know every rivet and microchip on these ships. So if Henderson gets stumped on something, it's showtime. Oh yeah? Well, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It can be pretty hard working with these no-nonsense military types. Oops. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say things like that, at least not so loudly. I've already been written up twice this week. I can only take so many lectures. Man, I could really use a drink. Yeah, but who thinks to themselves, man, I could really use a nice glass of water after a hard day? What I could really use is Jake's Stout, from Jake's Bar in New Atlantis, of course. Or The Well, to be more specific. I used to love that place when I lived there. I mean, Jake isn't friendly, but he could make a pretty good drink. Say, you're the traveling type, right? Would you mind grabbing me one of Jake's Stouts? No worries. Couldn't hurt to ask, you know. If you change your mind, I'd be grateful. I mean, they're very good, obviously. But these days, everyone's using the same core tech, right? Oh, shit. Do you know you can be lectured on being too honest? Right. What makes Deimos special, though, is the package. We've been building ships forever, and the way we put it all together, well, it's really good. In a, I'm gonna murder my enemies sort of way. Hmm? Oh, yeah. Bye.
No other ship can hold a candle to a Deimos. It's not even close.
You should be
This is the
honored
heart
to
of the
step foot in
UC.
here.
That feeling of sitting in the cockpit of the longsword, there's nothing like it.
These are hallowed halls.
If you want to survive out there, you've come to the right place.
Are you sure you're in the right place?
Generations of UC pilots were armed here.
Recycled air. Just isn't the same as the real thing. never hurt anyone, right? Lovely. Perhaps we should help Dennis and clear these things out. That part of the life form should prove useful.
If you're searching, then make it quick.
Final log for Jobber, logistics ship A2. Job number 146789. Beginning descent into Mars airspace towards Sidonia. And... What the... What's wrong? I'm losing systems. Something's cutting power. Nav's offline. Comms are dead.
That's not good.
Computers on the fritz. I'm going to try for an emergency landing. Shit! All two just vented. Life support is failing rapidly. Alert Galvez, get your suits on and strap in. We're in for a rough landing.
What about...
Don't worry about me. Hurry, go! I'll be right behind you as soon as I set the ship to land.
Cowards. Another loser, another notch on my gun. you to drag around all that gear. Let's do this!
only one point of Moera's patrol route to work from. That's how it goes sometimes. Glad to haul whatever you need. Maybe another time.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here. The Lex condos aren't anything special, but plenty of...
No rush, but... Well, actually, the quicker you find my cargo ship, the better. Oh, no! I hope they did not get into my cargo and ruin anything. As for the crew, I assume dead, yes? That is too bad. Too bad. But you found the ship and its cargo, and that is good at least. I will send someone to retrieve it now that you made it safe. Thank you. Maybe I will have more jobs for you. If you want. Hey, friendo. Got any special goods you're willing to part with? You looking for deals on off-world goods? Your new friend Dennis will hook you up. Remember, I don't set these prices, but maybe we can work something out.
Be safe out there.
Trucks require special ingredients we can only get during that magical time of year.
Good work with the bartender. Feel free to drop some stuff in. So long.
Another derelict vessel.
We got a lot of good stuff. Yes, yeah. Hey, get you on the flip side.
Restart Collective and United Colony Security to unite and do something about this common threat.
The miners are the secret.
Fly after the colony.
I overheard one of them talking about it at the bar. Layla, I think it was.
If you need a little, touch up, I'm happy to help. We all want to look our best. Am I right? I admit, I took this job because I thought it would be easier and low stress. I thought, who would be getting cosmetic surgery in a place like this? But I was wrong. I am constantly busy treating scars, fitting prosthetics, and helping people recover from the dangers of working here. I want to keep working for Enhance. But until my transfer is approved and a replacement is found, it looks as if I'll be stuck here. You're probably right. At the end of the day, I'm helping someone look their best. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. You'd be surprised, I think. There are many dangerous jobs on Mars. Mining, military training, manufacturing. As such, there are sometimes accidents. Therefore, it stands to reason there is a lot of reconstructive surgery to be done after the other doctors and surgeons do their work. The work being done here at this Enhanced branch may not be as glamorous as others, but it is no less important to those that receive it. Certainly. Let's get to work on you. Goodbye.
Only employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around Sidonia. It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia Security.
Don't worry. We're gonna make sure you get that job. Trust me, this is the best shot we've got at getting that request approved. The who's and what's it? Sorry, mate. I've got no idea what you're on about. Sounds made up if you ask me. But then again, maybe the other miners have been inventing some jargon I'm not familiar with. Best to ask around.
Wait, I am?
Okay, now we need to ensure you get hired. Basically, we'll need to make sure you're the only choice. To do that, you'll need to get access to the HR terminal in the corporate office upstairs on the main level. If you delete the other applications from the system, you'll be a shoo-in. Believe me, if you knew Tia, you wouldn't worry. I'll be honest, she's so overworked and behind in her tasks that I don't even think she knows there are any applications. That's a good point, though. Once your application is in, I'll ping her and ask her to take a look to see if any applications came in for me. That should get her to finally take a look, see yours, and if all goes well, she'll hire you on the spot. I happen to know that the HR director, Tia, and the other women in the office tend to go to the Broken Spear for happy hour at 5 every evening. That's your window of opportunity. I know it might feel shady, but think of it more like uncorking an unnecessary bottleneck. It's going to help us all. By the way, the HR password is password spelled backwards, which Tia thinks is pretty clever. She gets talkative during happy hour, and loud. I'm surprised everyone doesn't know her password, honestly. Anyway, should be pretty easy. Good luck.
It is illegal to transport plant or animal life to Mars without going through official UC channels or our trade authority partners. Adherence to this law is imperative in order to avoid unwanted infestation. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, boss? What's up?
You're the one that's been working on No, right?
Oh yeah, that's me. I've been adding the news and trying to spice up what he says a bit. You like it?
Well, I appreciate the effort, but, does he really need to tell jokes? I had to remove some of the more, risque ones.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, well, don't worry. I'll tone it down a bit. I just thought people could use a laugh.
Oh, no worries, mate. I get it. Just try to keep it clean from now on. Thanks.
Ah, didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Defensive. No. I mean, okay, maybe I'm just a little concerned that we be hiring new people when some friends of mine were recently turned away. But that is all. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for, 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up. Hey! You okay there? Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag. Oh, you're a miner too. Funny, I didn't think there were any new contracts starting. Which means you must work for a rival company. And if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you've got another thing coming. Look, I won't report you, because we've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this. Yeah, Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him, but when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say. Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium. Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium. One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough. What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here. I know cursed rocks and all. I don't know for sure if it's really cursed, but it's probably still dangerous out there, so be careful. I'll give you location of the cave. Good luck.
Caution.
Leaving already.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.